think you are trying to tell me what I can't do. I told Lori, and I'm glad I told her. How about that?
Well, you really enjoy self-pity, don't you? Wallowing in guilt. You want someone to feel sorry for you. Well, let me tell you something. What you did to Lori hurt her more than what we did. If you just shut your mouth, she never would have known about it. She didn't have to.
Russ, you're wrong. Dead wrong. Things like this just don't blow over.
She never had to know about it.
But I'd know. And you'd know it. It'd be right there. Right behind all the lies and the false pretense. Just waiting to be kicked alive by a little secret smile or a gesture. Russ, there is no way in creation we could have kept this from her. You're wrong. I'm sorry. Now the best thing to do is just face it, admit it, and go tell Lori.
I can't tell her. I can't face her. She's so trusting. Man, the one good thing in my life, and I gotta louse it up. Why couldn't have I waited?
Russ, it's not your fault. I mean, I was there too.
It's just so hard to live up to her standards. It's like the whole Davidson family is always doing something good that I could never even think about living up to. I blew it. I really, really blew it.
Oh, come on. Come on, let's... Russ, talk to Lori. Look, I'm gonna go take a walk or something. This room's beginning to bother me. If I were you, I'd stay away from Paul.
Why?
'Cause, Russ, he's in love with Lori. And I don't think he's gonna take too kindly to this new situation. Or to you, or to me. Ciao.
Whatever are you doing, Father?
Mowing the lawn, obviously.
Ooh, temper. I mean, why? Are you typing? Isn't this something for your secretary?
Well, it's personal.
You want me to type it? I'm not very good, but I have a feeling I'll be faster than you.
No, I'd really prefer to do it myself.
Come on, let me type it.
No, thank you, really.
What kind of letter is this? And where did you ever get this typewriter?
Well, it's not a letter, it's notes, and a typewriter is a rental.
Notes of what?
Well, I believe in documenting something that might come in rather handy.
Document? Why do that?
Well, this could be our ticket to freedom. Now, you just go on over there and let me finish.
Ooh, this is a first. Is this kind of like being sent to my room or something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, I'll just take this little book. I'm dying to finish it anyway.
I'll get it.
Oh, sit still. Finish your breakfast.
Good morning, Scott. I thought I'd find you back here in the kitchen.
Come on in, Mitch. Have some breakfast.
No thanks, I ate a long time ago. Back home on the farm, we used... Oh, good morning, Terry. Oh, my, you do look pretty this morning.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Always manage to look so nice.
Oh, thank you. Well, listen, as soon as I take Laurie's tray up, I'll fix you something. What would you like?
No, I was just telling Scott. Down home on the farm, breakfast is bright and early. So that it doesn't crowd too close to noontime and spoil your appetite for lunch.
You want some coffee?
No thanks, but what's this I spy here? Orange juice, freshly squeezed orange juice?
You want some?
Oh, you have found a weak spot. I'll give in, I'll have some. I have come over here with some good news for y'all.
Good. That's the best kind. What is it?
I got a letter from Warren Farrar, my former opponent at the bar. It seems that he is temporarily giving up his practice of the law, going to move to the West Coast.
Well, that's surprising.
Well, even more surprising, he has asked me to take over the legal arrangements of one of his clients.
Really? Who is it?
Would you care to guess? She's a lady of considerable property near Chicago.
I give up.
Me too.
Mrs. Helen Carpenter.
Oh,
Well, that's wonderful.
well, isn't that a twist?
Yes, sir. I figured the irony of the situation wouldn't be lost on you all. Imagine, after all the trouble that Charles Carpenter gave us, I never figured to be doing the legal work for Mrs. Carpenter. It's a curious world, isn't it?
Well, she couldn't have found a better lawyer in all of Virginia.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
Well, now I understand why you're all spiffied up this morning.
Well, you can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear, but a little spit and polish goes a long way to, making a good impression.
Well, listen, you tell her I said hello, and Paul, too.
I'll do that. And probably be seeing Becky Hewitt. I'll say hello to her for you.
Oh, thanks. That'll be nice. I gotta take this tray up to Laurie before it gets cold.
Well, say, tell her that I'm going up to Kingsley. See if there's anything I can fetch and carry for her.
Okay, I will.
What, Lori not feeling well today?
No, kind of blue. See, Becky was here yesterday. It was a tough day for Laura, and she's still feeling depressed.
Whatever for?
Well, Becky and Russ have been, seeing each other.
Oh, my.
I'm afraid Laurie was about the last to know. She took it very hard.
I can well imagine she would. After all her plans, her hopes. Oh, poor girl.
In addition, Becky has decided to move out of the dorm.
I see.
Well, I dawdled away half the morning. Have to get to work. Can I give you a lift?
No, thanks. I got my own car.
By the way, have you heard from the insurance company about the loan of my policy?
Yes, I called them yesterday. I talked to the accounting office. They said the check should be in the mail in a week. About $12,000, right? Yeah.
Good. As soon as it arrives, I'll give it to Russ.
That only leaves a few $1,000s more. We'll arrange that.
Right. Fortunately, Cardello has not put any pressure on Russ.
You sure?
He told me so.
You talked to Cardello?
Mm-hmm.
When?
Last Tuesday, I think it was.
Well, tarnation!
Oh, what's the matter, Mitch?
Wait, you've been sitting around here like a sphinx all morning, not telling me all the excitement going on around here.
Oh, come on. It wasn't that exciting. We just had a nice talk. He told me to drop my investigation in the drug business.
Well, I can imagine he would. After all the public indignation you raised, I'm surprised he didn't shoot you on sight.
For what purpose? You only add to his problems. I'm safe. For a while, I think.
Well, now, it's mighty nice of you to say it that way, Miss Carpenter.
Oh, not at all.
It's been my experience, though, that most people have a distrust of lawyers. Now, that distrust infects a man whose life requires a lawyer in order to sort out all his troubles. And he turns around and blames the lawyer for all his troubles.
Well, on the contrary, I find lawyers very helpful. They help me to understand my rights, my obligations.
Hey, Paul!
Well, Mitchell's done.
Oh, good to see you,
What
man.
a treat. How have you two been getting along since I'm not here as a chaperone?
Well, now, we hardly missed you at all. We've been chattering away like two magpies in a berry patch. All about world problems and legal theories.
And having a simply marvelous time.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad to hear it.
I must say, they keep you working pretty late over there at that college.
Yeah, I had to do a little research. I almost forgot about coming home tonight.
Again.
I'm sorry, Ella. I'll make it up to you next time.
I'm going to have to get a beeper to call you back to dinner.
Oh, no. A little too noisy for the library, I think. So, Mitch, tell us about Ravenswood. What's the news?
Well, I bring you greetings from the Davidsons. They're all fit, fat, and sassy.
Oh, which one is which? Huh?
Oh, no, that's just down-home talking.
I know. It's good, of course. How's Laurie?
Scott tells me she may be coming back to school in about a week.
Oh, that's great. Be glad to see her.
Well, she's just been out of the hospital a few weeks. Isn't that rushing it?
Well, I expect she feels kind of left out of things, wants to catch up on her studies. Scott tells me that Becky Hewitt plans to move on to the dormitory. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't know. Some students find the dorm life confining. I guess that's what's happening to Becky, huh? Nothing unusual. No.
I see.
Let me go up and check on Frederick, and I'll be back down shortly.
I haven't seen him so full of ginger in a long time. It must be that single parenthood agrees with him.
Oh no, I'm not sure that that's true. But he is an awful lot happier since his book about Coleridge came out.
That's right. How's it doing? Did it get good reviews?
Oh, they were brilliant. Just absolutely amazing. And Paul has regained his feeling of self-confidence almost overnight.
Good.
You do know about the lecture series, don't you?
No?
Well, his book was so well received in England that he has been asked to do a series of lectures at the University of London.
In merry old England. Well, isn't that marvelous news?
Such an opportunity for Paul to travel, to meet other authors and scholars, and...
Oh, that's great.
You know, I'm afraid I'm more enthusiastic about it than he is.
You mean he doesn't want to go?
Well, he hasn't made up his mind.
What's holding him back?
I think he was waiting for the news that you brought.
That I brought?
Yes.
What news is that?
Well, about Laurie Davidson's coming back to Kingsley. I think he wants to say goodbye to her before he leaves for London.
I see. So he's still concerned for her.
Yes, I think so.
Well, they went through a lot together.
Because of two people we know very well.
Terry, he's gone. I just can't believe it.
What is it, Liz? Here,
thought
sit down. Now, don't try to talk. Breathe deeply. Try to be calm.
It's Jeff. I can't find him.
Well, all right. Now, just take it easy, Liz. Start from the beginning.
Well, I went over to Nora's this morning and... Oh, Terry, last night Jeff and I had such a good time together just talking. He said that he was going to try again.
Now, whoa. Now, slow down. You went to Mother's. Why?
Well, I wanted her to take care of Jenny a few more days so I could help get Jeff straightened out.
You let Jeff back into the house? You stayed with him last night?
Terry, I have to. I have to show him that I love him. He needs me.
All right. Well, what happened to him?
I'm not sure. When I got back from Nora's, he was gone. There was no note, no call, no nothing. I rented a car and looked everywhere I could think of. I looked all day.
Well, he couldn't have gotten far. Did you call the police?
Oh, no, don't do that.
Well, they'll know how to find him, Liz.
No, Terry, don't you see? Just yesterday, the police officer warned me. He said, look, one more time, and this guy's a 3-time loser, and we're going to put him away for a long time.
Liz, you're assuming that Jeff's done something wrong. Now, if the police find him and he's perfectly all right, they're not going to arrest him.
But, well, I don't even like to think about it, but what if he is drunk again?
Well, I know you have to wait 24 hours before you can call the Missing Persons Bureau.
Gee, I don't want to do that anyway. Couldn't Scott help me? I mean, he knows everything that goes on in this town. He could help find Jeff, and then no one would even have to know about it.
All right, Liz. Now, just pull yourself together. Scott's on the air right now, but he'll be free in a little while. I'll tell the studio to have him call me. Look, why don't you go back to Mother's now? It's almost Jenny's supper time.
All right, Terry. But you'll call me if Scott finds Jeff.
Of course.
Terry, it's happening all over again.
ready yet? I said 6:30.
Nick, I'm not going with you tonight.
6:30 on the dot, I said. Now we're really going to be late.
You're not listening.
Get in there and dress.
Listen to me. I am not going.
Look, this is an important dinner party. I told you that. I've got Jerry Matthews coming in from New York. I've got Don Kirkpatrick coming in from Boston with his boys. Now get in there and get dressed.
No.
What?
Oh, you finally heard me? Good. I'm not going. I'm not having dinner with you tonight.
What is this? When I tell you to get ready, you're supposed to get ready. When I tell you we're going out, we're going out. Now, you get in there and put on that pretty green outfit you wore the first time we went out together. I'll call the restaurant and tell them we're a few minutes late.
Why don't you leave now and you'll be on time? I'm not going.
That is the second time you've said that. I'm getting tired of hearing it, Miriam.
Leave and you won't hear it anymore.
Get in there and dress!
Let go of me, Nick! You're hurting me.
Now look, ma'am, the good thing going, don't louse it up. Now, I make all the decisions and I make all the plans. You just sit back and enjoy it.
Enjoy it? What if I say no?
You aren't going to be wearing that pretty little face anymore.
You're unbelievable. You think I'll just do anything you want me to? You're wrong. Get out of here. Go!
I'm going to act like I didn't hear that.
Let me tell you something else. Not only do I refuse to go with you to dinner tonight, but I'm not going to set foot on that boat of yours, so don't bother coming by tomorrow.
I am not going to be alone in front of all those people. I want you on that trip.
I'm not interested. Here. Try dial-a-date.
I will be here at 9 a.m. Be packed and be ready.
No, Nick. No, I don't even want to see you!
Are you all right? Did he hurt you?
No. I'll get even with him, Father, I swear.
And I can do that, and that, and there. You'll move.
When is Mommy coming back?
Oh, she'll be here soon, maybe even in time for dinner.
Why did she have to go to our house?
Well, she'll tell you all about that when she gets here. You hungry?
No.
Well, I am, so I hope she makes it soon. Oh.
Is that her now?
Well, it might be. Why don't you go and see?
Mommy!
Hi, Liz.
Mommy, I beat Mrs. Lindsay at Chinese checkers twice in a row.
And what's even worse, she made it look easy. Everything under control? Oh, no. I can see it all over your face. What's wrong?
I honestly don't know. When I got back home this morning, Jeff was gone.
Daddy? Daddy's gone?
Yes, honey, but it's going to be all right.
Gone just like that?
Well, no clues and no note. And he took the car.
Oh, no.
I've been all over town. I rented a car and tried to find him, but it's just impossible. He seems to have disappeared.
Well, it's not that simple. He'll probably be back. I think I better call the police.
No, Nora, we mustn't do that. That's the last thing. Scott's going to try to find him without alarming anyone and spreading it all over town.
What if he tries to break in here again?
Well, he won't, and I'll be here until Scott finds him.
Is Daddy going to break in here? Is he going to hurt me?
No, darling, he's not. It's going to be all right, and I'm going to be right here with you.
Liz, you're going to have to make him face it. Jeff's in serious need of help. He can't keep denying that fact any longer.
Oh, Nora, is it ever going to end?
You know, Helen, it's a shame we don't have an extra bedroom. I hate to think of Mitch having to spend the rest of the evening alone.
Oh, there's not much left of the evening. Do you realize that we have talked for almost 3 solid hours?
Except when we were devouring June's delicious moussaka.
That was really something special, wasn't it?
Oh, it really was. It's a perfect meal. Oh, Helen, but I don't know, something keeps popping up into my mind.
What is it?
I can't figure out, really, why Becky is moving out of the dorm.
You know, Paul, for a known writer and scholar, you are remarkably provincial.
Is that good or bad?
You don't have the remotest idea what's going on?
I'm sorry, no, I don't quite follow you, no.
Well, I'm afraid that Becky and Russ are having an affair. And I'm very surprised that you haven't sensed it.
Becky and Russ?
Yes.
How could Russ do such a thing to her? I can't believe he's done this to Laurie. Oh, I have to take a walk. I need to think.
Paul?